We're going to talk about equivalent expressions again, and this time with equivalent expressions, we are going to talk about exponents a little and parentheses. So let's look at the first problem. So we're going to decide if we think that these expressions are equal to each other or not, because remember, equivalent means for it to be equal as far as value goes on both sides. So the first one is 3 times b. Is that equal to b to the power of 3 is what we have to ask. So in this particular problem, remember, we need to think about that this right here, when we do 3 times b, that's repeated addition. So it means that I have 3 b's. So it would be b plus b plus b. That would be equal to 3b. This, remember, is repeated multiplication. So that means I'm going to be multiplying b 3 times. So that's b times b times b. So if you look at those two now, you can see that these are not equal to each other. So not equal. And the reason that is because this side we're adding 3b's, whereas this side we are multiplying 3b's. And so that's going to give us something that is not equal to each other. All right, so down below, let's look at the next one. So this one we have 4a minus 3 is equal to 2a plus 2a minus 3. So are those equal to each other? So if you remember, for this one again, it's just like we have up here except without the dot. So this still means a plus a minus 3. So, plus a. Sorry, we have 4 a's. So it's a plus a plus a plus a. So since we have 4 a's minus 3, we have to decide, do we have 4 a's over here? And if you see, I have 2 a's, so that would be a plus a, okay? Over here, I also have 2 a's, so that would also be plus a minus 3. So as you can see, on this side, I have 4 a's. On this side, I have 4 a's as well. So we would say that these are equal to each other. They are equal. All right, next one. Down below, this time we have a parentheses. So let's take a look and see if g plus 4 plus 5 in parentheses is equal to g plus 9. All right, so on this one, it's kind of like order of operations. So I can combine these two numbers together. So I can do 5 plus 4. And 5 plus 4 is 9. I bring the rest down, and as you can see, they match each side. So these are equal to each other. Next down here, if you see here, I have b, and then in parentheses, I have 4, and in parentheses b plus 7. On this side, I have 4 times, in parentheses b plus 7. So if we look at here, I see the differences is this one has a dot, and this one does not, okay? So these are going to be equal to each other. And the reason these are equal to each other is because a parentheses can also represent multiplication. So you don't necessarily need the dot there because that's assuming that's multiplication if you don't have any symbol there or anything there. That means to multiply. But you can also have the dot there and these still mean to multiply. So these are equal to each other. Now, and it doesn't matter the order here. If I had b plus 7, and then I put the 4 here, okay, that's still the same. It doesn't matter the direction. These still mean the same thing. Same with here. If I put that times 4 on the end over here instead of here, that's still the same thing. So these are exactly the same expressions whether you have them flipped around or not.